Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome back. If you are new here, hello, welcome to our little family. I'm so excited for today's video. We're gonna have ourselves just a little cozy, adorable little reading date. We've currently been obsessed with going somewhere and just like sitting down and reading together because my hubby also loves to read, so it's just really fun and it's a fun way to do something and get out of the house but not really spend that much money. But knowing me, you know, I have to buy myself a little something to give myself a little joy. So we are going to go to the bookstore. This is a new bookstore to me. I haven't been here before, but I've heard about it, so I really want to go, and we're going to pick up a specific book. I'm going to stick to one book. It is Elsie Silver's Wild Side, which recently came out. I think it's been about a week that it's been out now, or maybe a little less than a week. I'm so excited for it. This is the third book in the series and I do have it on KU, but I want to have the physical copy because I already have the first two books in the physical copy. So yeah, I just want to complete my series. Actually, let me get it so I can show you. Okay, so this is the series and I just wanted to make sure that it'll match the whole complete series once it's done, because some of them have like a number on them, and then I recently saw someone saying that theirs had like glossy like lettering, which is cute, but if it's gonna be different from what I already have, it's gonna bug me if it's like a series and then the complete series and then you can see like one of them is different. Like, I know that's gonna annoy me, so I just want to get it now so that I can make sure that it'll match, because what if they run out of these ones, you know? I don't know, I'm crazy. I get paranoid and like freak out and I'm like, no, what if this happens? I need it to be perfect. So just so that I won't be flipping out, I'm gonna go ahead and get it already. But I'm so excited. And then I also have a whole bunch of books. Like, I have a big bag of books that I've been wanting to donate. I do have a Pango Bookstore, which if you've never heard of Pango, it's basically like selling your books online. It's specifically like for books. I do have some books listed on there, but I also want to donate just some books that I'm honestly probably not gonna read, or other books that I've already read and didn't fully love, or that I don't know, don't want to keep in my collection, so someone else maybe will enjoy them, and then that way also I can go see what I can find as well. But yeah, I'm really excited because I haven't been to any of these little free libraries. We're going to like a different area, so I'm just so excited. And then I think once we come home we might do a little bit of like just cozy baking at home. Maybe we'll make some brownies or something because we have a little brownie pack. So I don't know exactly what we're doing, but so far that is the vibe. But again, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed my content. But yeah, I'm so happy that you guys are still here, and I'm excited to be doing some more bookish videos. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So cute. Okay, you guys, so we are at the park right now. There's people everywhere, so I brought out my mic so hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. But we just came out of the bookstore and I wanted to show you guys what I got. I didn't get any books because there wasn't anything that like I really wanted, and I told you guys we were specifically looking for Elsie Silver's Wild Side, which they did not have because it came out pretty recently and they are more of like a used bookstore situation. They do have newer books in there as well, but it's like it's too early for them to have it. They'll probably get it in eventually, but yeah, so they didn't have it yet. But I loved it. It was so cute in there. But I want to show you guys what I got. She packaged it in this super cute little envelope. It's so pretty. And I didn't get any books like I said, but I did get some cute things. So first thing that I got is this cute little sticker. It's like perfect for me because I love turtles. No, wait, frogs. Not turtles are cute too, but I love frogs. I think they're so cute. Not real ones because they scare me. I mean, they're cute too, but like I would never touch one. But this one is a froggy and it's like a book of love spells, so romance, and you guys know I'm a romance girly. So I just thought that that would be perfect for me, and I might put it like on my Kindle or I might use it for my junk journal. We'll see. And then I also got this cute little bookmark. I don't know if you guys can see, but wait till you see the back. It's got froggy bottoms. It's so funny. There was also a cat one, I think, and that one was really cute too. But like I said, I love the froggies, so I got a frog. And then the last thing that I got is a little sticker sheet. So this is what it looks like, and this is from turtlesoup.com. There's also an Etsy website, and I follow this person on Etsy, and I've been wanting to buy some stuff from her, but I feel like seeing it in person and not having to wait for shipping was really cool. So I think everything was from her. I think this is from her too. It might, no, wait. Yeah, this is also, it's all the same creator. So I am so excited to use these. I thought that they were so cute, and we're definitely going to have to come back because I did see some books that I liked, but again, nothing that I was super obsessed with, like feeling like I needed right now. And I'm trying to be good about my book shopping. And I said at the beginning of the vlog, we're only getting one book, and that is the Elsie Silver book. So I was like, we'll just wait. Maybe we'll go to Target. I'm trying not to shop at Target because I don't really love the company that much anymore, but sometimes I guess there's things you have to get there, so I'm gonna go. But yeah, the bookstore was so cute. I don't know if I said yet, but it's 2 women, and I love that it's a women-owned business because it is International Women's Day, so it was only like, it was so perfect to go in there today. But definitely we're gonna be going back. It was just so cute. The space was so cozy and like very welcoming, and just everywhere that you looked there was something super cute. Like every little corner they made just like a cute little section, and it was just so adorable. And also, like I said, it's 2 women owners. The one that was there, she was super nice. I'm guessing they're both nice, but the one that was there today, she was really nice and just welcoming, like I said. So definitely we will be coming back, but now we're gonna have some lunch, but it's dinner time, so we're just gonna eat some food right now, and then maybe we'll get like dessert or something at one of the like shops around. We made ourselves a sandwich and we have chips and like, you know, food. But yeah, we're having ourselves a little picnic here. We're at the park and it's so cute, and it's a really pretty space. There's lots of dangly lights, like twinkly lights, and I know because we've been here at night before, but we just kind of drove by. I know that at night it's gonna look absolutely magical. The sun is setting kind of right now. It's like 5 something, and I think the sun sets like at almost at 6, like 5:45. But I don't know if we'll be here still, but it's really beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and eat our little food. I almost forgot that one of the things that I said I wanted to do today was go to the little free libraries to drop off some books and see what is also in them. And Ethan just reminded me, so now we are on our way to some little free libraries. I'm really excited because there's like one specifically that I've always wanted to check out, and I think we're gonna hit all of them. So yeah, I'm super excited. We're at the little free library. I'm gonna be dropping off these books. So I have A Spool of Blue Thread by and Tyler. And then I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Louise Penny, A Trick of the Light. And I'm gonna put all three of these in here. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that I would like. I don't think I'm really seeing anything, but oh, actually wait, this looks good. Okay, I'm also gonna leave some bookmarks in here because I have a lot. So we're gonna put those right. Wait, let's do it this way. Cute. So at this one, I'm gonna leave Love and Gelato, Love and Luck, Love and Olives. I think these are the first 3 books in this series. They're YA, and I don't really like YA anymore, to be honest. So I don't think I'm really gonna get to these ones, so I'd rather just give them away to someone. So I'm gonna put those in here, and then we're also gonna do the Louise Penny A Trick of the Light book. And then I'm also gonna leave some bookmarks. I think I'm gonna put them in each book on this one, like in the inside. Ah, keep dropping everything. Okay, that one and this one. And okay, I think that's it for now, but okay, so I'm gonna put those, maybe put this one here, and then we'll put these like this. And then I think I'm gonna take this one. I've been wanting to read this, and I think, oh wait, Ellen, I think I'm gonna take this one. I've read another book by this author and I actually liked it, and I think that's all I'm gonna take. Okay. Yay. And there. And then put those right there. This is gonna be our last little free library for the night, and I'm gonna drop off, it's pretty empty, so I'm gonna drop off Light Lark and Tessa Bailey's Secretly Yours. And then I'm not gonna get anything because I'm not really seeing anything that I want. It is late now, but we are still gonna head on over to Barnes & Noble. I really wanted to get the book at a small shop, but the other small, like, independent bookstore that we have near us is closed. I think they close at 6 as well. So we're gonna have to go to Barnes, but it's okay because we're gonna have our little reading day at the cafe, and then we're gonna look for our book, read for a little bit, and then we're gonna go home. But today so far has been a really fun, like, bookish day and just cutesy date with hubby. So it's been a good Saturday, but let's go ahead and get going on to Barnes and see what is new. We've made it to Barnes, and we're supposed to have our little reading date, but we both forgot our books. Thankfully, I had my Kindle in the bag that I have with me, so I'm gonna read a little bit on there because I'm reading The Women by Kristen Hanna right now with my friend. We're doing a buddy read, and I need to catch up on the pages that are like for Sunday. And then I just got this book with the little like monthly $5 book thing that they do if you get a drink at the cafe, which we did. So I think Ethan's gonna read this one. I'm really excited to read this though. It looks cute. I like the cover, and it's a really quick read, so that'll be fun. And then the drink that we got is, what is it? Iced cherry, yeah, chai. I'm excited to try it. And then we also got a water. And then we're going to read for a little bit, and then we're going to go look for the book that I'm telling you guys that I need to go find, and then we'll also see what else they have. But we're going to go ahead and get started reading. I'm in the cooking section right now. I don't normally come up here because I don't really buy these books, but I saw this one and I thought it was so cute. It's A Coupe of Thorns and Rosé, a romantic cocktails to quench your thirst. I feel like this would be such a good gift, especially for one of my friends that loves ACOTAR. and it just looks so cute. How adorable is this? I feel like this would be such a good gift. I even want it for myself, but I'm not really like an alcohol or like drinks person, and like I never really have people over, which this year that's one of the things that I feel like I'm gonna try to be like better at, like inviting my friends and welcoming them into my space, because I've been going over to their houses and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna plan something soon. But I just thought this was so cute. But I'm gonna head downstairs now because that's where the book that I'm looking for is most likely at. The thing is that I feel like I'm kind of done, not done, but I'm taking a break from my romance era, and I feel like I'm kind of going back into my like thriller era. Oh my gosh, The Perfect Marriage. If you haven't read that, I loved it. I love Geneva Rose. I also really liked this one. Shouldn't have come here, but I really liked The Perfect Marriage a little bit more. But I kind of want to get like a thriller book. Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale. I have this one, but I have the signed copy. Something that I wanted to show you guys, which is what I've been talking about, and the whole reason why I was like, I need to make sure I get the right copy, is the Wild Side, or no, what series? This is the Rose Hill series. Is they have like two different styles of the cover that you could get. Like on the front, I think they all look the same, but it's the spine that looks different. So the ones that I have the mountain on the side, and then the other version that you can get is with like no mountain, and it's like the numbers. And so I just want to make sure that I get the right one, that way when I have like the whole series is completed, it's gonna look like this. Because I know if like I get all of the books and it's like all of them and then one is different, it's just gonna bug the crap out of me, because they're the same height, but just like having the different spine is gonna bug me. So I'm glad that I found the one that I needed. But actually, now knowing that it's their Barnes exclusive, I feel like they're gonna have this for a minute, so maybe I should just wait and just get a different book today, because I do have this on KU already and I do want to eventually own it, but I feel like I could just come to Barnes later on and they're still gonna have this like style. So maybe we should get a different book, but I don't know what to do. I haven't seen this before. This is a fantasy situation, but also it's got sprayed edges. But it says he's a ruthless battle-scarred warrior with a dark past, and she's stuck pretending to be his wife to save a fantasy kingdom. I love a good like fake marriage situation, or like forced proximity. Wait, maybe I'm gonna pick this up instead. And also, can you see the like pomegranates up there? Wait, do I need this? Maybe I need this. Oh my god. Also looks really good. The cover looks super cool, and the back looks like it would be my vibe. Okay, I need to stick to one book. I'm so bad at this. I cannot come here without getting at least two books. Let's see what's over here. Okay, I also said that I wanted to read 1984 again and The Handmaid's Tale, but I lost my copy of The Handmaid's Tale, and I haven't read this since high school, but I really want to reread it because I really liked it when we read it, and I thought that was shocking for me because this didn't seem like it would be my type of book, but I thought it was so good. And then I'm currently reading this one right now. I have it on my Kindle. I don't think I'm gonna get the Empress because it had like a 3.1 rating. Maybe I'll look for it at the library. Also, it's fantasy, and fantasy is not a big, like one of the big genres that I read, so I'm not gonna get it, but I'm gonna try and see if my library has it or if I can find it on Kindle, because I do still want to read it. I just don't want to pay like Barnes and Noble price, you know what I mean? You know, because books be expensive, honestly. But I think I'm gonna leave this, and I think I'm gonna get 1984. Or should I just get this one? I don't know. I can't decide. But I have to decide because they're closing in like 10 minutes. So, I don't know. This also looks so cute. I bet you I could find this on my Japan Foundation library card on Libby. So I'm not going to get that. But there's so many books that I want. I'm so bad at this. I want this one. this one, this one, and this one. I want so many books. Okay, we're gonna be good, and we're just gonna stick to Wild Side because this is what I said I was coming in for. Okay, it is a few days later now. I am home, and I thought I would share you guys some spring book recommendations because spring is officially here. The fairies have come to the mainland, and I could not be more excited. I love spring. I am a dresses girly, and I feel like spring is just the perfect time to throw on a cute little spring dress and go and have a cute little picnic and go look at some flowers. So I'm so excited. So I thought I would share with you guys some books that I've read that either the cover gave me spring vibes or the book itself took place during the spring, or just the overall story just feels like spring. I'll show you guys some of those, and then I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some books that are on my TBR or my spring hopefuls. And yeah, this is not all of them because you guys know me and my book shopping. I tend to keep adding to the TBR, but these are the ones that I really want to try to get through. So hopefully I do. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the books for you. Starting off with good old Anne of Green Gables, a graphic novel. Now this is the graphic novel based on the books of Anne of Green Gables, or Anne with an E. I think Anne with an E is technically the Netflix show. I think that's what it is. And then Anne of Green Gables is like these older, like classic books, and they also had a show. If you've watched Reign on Netflix, Catherine de Medici, is that what her name was? Catherine, she's the girl, she plays Anne. But anyways, which I recently found out, and I was like, whoa, so trippy because she's such a different character. But yeah, I loved this book. I thought that it was so cute, and I really enjoyed it. I do want to read the actual books at some point, but I thought I would pick up the graphic novel, and I'm like trying to find a good photo for you guys to look at. It's just so beautiful, and the story is so cute. And you know what? This made me cry. I almost forgot, because the show is definitely a little different than the books, and something big that happens in the books happened in the graphic novel as well. Like they stayed true to that, and on the show it didn't happen, and it made me cry. I was like, oh my gosh, because the relationships are just like, they're so sweet. And if you don't know anything about Anne of Green Gables or Anne with an E, it's about this little orphan girl who is very adventurous, and she very much loves to romanticize life, and she is just so extra, but in such a lovely, beautiful way. And she is just so cute. I love her so much. And she goes to live with this brother-sister duo. They are a little bit older. They've never had any children. They live together. They've never gotten married. They live together. And so they adopt her, and she helps them out on the farm, and she just learns lots of different things. And in the show itself, it goes into all the different characters, and like they have little like story arcs, but the book itself, or at least the graphic novel, followed her more. But I really loved it. I thought it was so cute, and yeah, it made me cry. But it's just so beautiful. Like, look at this photo. I need you to look at how lovely that is. Like, I just love it so much, and I feel like it really helped me get into the spring mood. Maybe that's why right now I'm like extra happy. But I really loved it. I thought it was super cute. And like I said, this, or I don't know if I said yet, but it's not just a spring book. It goes through like multiple seasons because it's through multiple years. But even like, look at this fall photo during one of the fall scenes. Like, it's just beautiful, and I love it so much, and it really genuinely, truly makes me so happy. And graphic novels are not just for children, even though I did get this at the children's section at my local indie bookstore, but they're just so lovely, and they're nice. So I highly recommend either picking up the Anne of Green Gables graphic novel or the actual books. I believe there's like, I don't know, maybe there's like 6 or 10 of them. I truly don't know. My friend read all of them though, and she loved them. And yeah, I highly recommend this one if you're looking for something that's truly going to put you in the spring mood. Next is one that the cover itself just gives me spring vibes. I mean, look at that. Is that not so cute and pink and girly pop and springy and cute? Like, I love it. So this is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Now this is technically the second book in this series, but they are like interconnected standalones, which basically means that the characters show up in each other's books, but you don't necessarily need to read the first book to read the second or the third. You can kind of pick them up whenever you really want to. And this one follows the younger sister. So like you'll obviously like meet the main characters in the first book. So if you want to read it in order, you totally can. But this one specifically, I feel like gives me spring vibes because of the cover. So Annie Walker, she owns a flower shop, and she has this brother who in the first book he meets this girl, and she has a bodyguard, and that bodyguard is kind of a bad boy, but he comes over to the town along with the girl that he's being security bodyguard person for. I don't know. They meet, and she's like a very much goody two shoes golden retriever type vibe, and he's like bad boy situation, but really he's not, and they're just so cute. And what I remember about this book is him being so stinking sweet to her. Like, she herself is a sweet person, but a lot of people tend to be like, oh, she like is just so sweet, blah blah blah, and like that's all they see to her. And while she is, like, I keep saying, yeah, she's so sweet, but there's more to her, and I feel like she kind of shut herself down and wasn't really her full self because people just saw her this one way. So she's like, why does it matter, like, being myself? Like, everyone sees me this certain way. And he would just be like, no, like, I see you and you can be who you want to be. And I loved him so much. But yeah, this book was very much spring to me just because, like I said, the flower shop, and it's a little small town, and super sweet little romance. Highly recommend. Now the next book is like a Bridgerton world book. This is Queen Charlotte by Julia Quinn and Shonda Rhimes. Now this, technically you don't have to read the Bridgerton books before reading this, because this is Queen Charlotte's story, who is the queen in the Bridgerton shows, but this is her story of when she was young and how she met the king. And if you've seen the show, I mean, I'm sure you've watched this show as well probably by now, because I think it's been out for 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years. But I personally, so far from like the show and the books that I've read, I only read the first and second book of the Bridgerton series, I loved this one so much. This one made me sob. Like, this truly felt like such like an amazing love story. And oh my gosh, even thinking about it now is like it just put me in my feels, the show and the book. I think I ended up loving the book more than I did with the show, but it's just so good. You just get to know her way more, and you understand why she is the way she is, like now, like in the future in the Bridgerton shows, and their love story. I just can never forget when he's like, you did not go over the wall. And she's like, no, George, I did not go over the wall. Like, oh, so good. Please, if you have not read this, you need to pick this up. It was just so good. Next, I have a whole series. Now, this series does not, like, each book doesn't take place during the spring, but the world itself just gives me, like, spring vibes. I believe each book is, like, a different season. And I can't remember what season the first book takes place in, but this is Shady Hollow, a little murder mystery by Juno Black. I think the first book was spring, or it might have been end of summer going into fall. But basically, this is a cute little story. Well, I mean, there is murder in it, but it's this cute little town full of woodland creatures, and it's very much like Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think, is the movie. So it's like these animals, but they live like us. They're like little humans. Like, there's a coffee shop, there's a bookstore that's in a tree, and it's just so cute. So the story follows Farrah Vixen. She's a fox, and she is a reporter for their newspaper. And something happens, and she tries to play detective, and she goes and tries to solve this murder that has taken place, and you just get to meet all the characters. It's so cute, and I want to show you guys the little map. So this is what the map looks like. This is their little town. It's just so cute and honestly surprised me with how much I fell in love with this series. Like, I always recommend this because it's just so cute, and it has a little bit of mystery in it, so it's kind of like a little thrilling. But yeah, it has a little cast of characters like Gladys Honeysuckle, Otto Sump, Vera Vixen is the fox, Lenora Lee, she's her BFF. She also owns the bookstore. There's Joe. Joe, can you guys guess what he owns? He owns the coffee shop. And then there's Deputy Orville, Howard Chitters. I think he's the chipmunk? No. Yeah, or the otter. I don't know. Can't remember. But I love the series so much. There's also, I think the second book is a Cold Clay, a Shady Hollow Murder Mystery. And so each book, something happens, and Miss Vera Vixen is like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. So, yeah. And then there's Mirror Lake. This one is very much a fall one. Just look at these covers. They're so gorgeous, and they give me cottagecore. Like, they're just so cute. And then this one technically, I think was the spring one. Yeah, I think this one was technically the spring one. This is not their latest one. This is the 4th book. They do have a 5th one out, and it's called Summer's End, I believe, but I haven't picked that one up because I'm going to read it during the summer. But yeah, and then they already announced another book that's going to be during the fall. But I highly recommend this series if you haven't checked it out. It's just super cute and surprisingly like adorable and like actually interesting and entertaining. So I highly, highly recommend. And now on to the last book. Okay, so the last book that I have is The Royals Next Door. Now, the cover of this one gives me spring vibes. The book does take place, or the story takes place during the summer, but the book just gives me spring, so I thought I would throw it in here. It's basically about this woman who is actually a teacher, and she has this like podcast about like smutty books, and it's like a secret podcast, and she lives with her mom, and they're on an island somewhere in Canada, I believe. And it reminded me of like Harry and Meghan, like when they like ran away and they went to the island, but in Canada. But yeah, it's super cute. So she lives there, she's single, and then the royal couple moves next door because they're interested in buying another home there. And so they move next door to her, and their bodyguard comes over and he's like, girl, like, you can't be this close, like, why? And she's like, technically this is my property, blah, blah, blah. And like, they didn't know that she was going to be there, I think is what happened. But yeah, they're just like opposites attract situation, kind of grumpy sunshine, I guess, but like rivals to lovers, or yeah, rivals maybe, I don't know. But I thought it was so cute, and it does have some spice in it, and so I personally really, really liked it, and I just really like this author. She has some other like dark romances also, if you're interested in those. They're really, really good. But yeah, I'm excited to read another book by her that's like also like the royal situation. I think it's called The Royals Upstairs. But I thought it was so cute, and I think this one would also be a good one to read, maybe more towards the end of spring going into summer. I feel like so cute. And yeah, so those are all the books that I recommend that maybe you pick up for spring. And now I'm going to show you guys my little TBR situation. I told you guys that this wasn't that many books, or that this wasn't all of my TBR, but even then, looking at it now, it looks very huge. Okay, so starting off with The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I love the Hobbit movies, although I will say I think 3 was a little much. They could have done just 2, but I prefer The Hobbit over the actual Lord of the Rings. I feel like it's not as scary to me, so I thought I would try and read it. This is actually my husband's copy. I think this is from like middle school. I don't know. I started it last night, and I'm on like page 10. So I'm not very far into the book, but I'm very excited. The Hobbit itself just gives me spring vibes and cottagecore girly pop vibes. So I'm very excited to finally be reading it. And then I also want to read this one. This is The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. This is a little sapphic romance, and it's about this girl who I believe is a witch, and she was like cursed. Yeah, cursed to never find true love, but then she meets a young woman who doesn't believe in magic. She dares to hope for more. So I'm really excited for this one just because the cover is so, just gives me spring, and I think it's going to be a cute little romance. And another book that I'm super duper duper excited to read is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I don't know. I read The 7-Year Slip by her, and I absolutely love that book. I think I'm gonna reread it because honestly it was just so beautiful and I really loved it. And the cover itself makes me happy because it's bright yellow, lemons on the front, so cute. And this one also gave me spring vibes. I feel like you could also read this during the fall because it's about, I think, either two ghosts or a girl that falls in love with a ghost. I'm not sure, but she finds a ghost standing at the funeral parlor's front door. Yeah, so I think she falls in love with a ghost, but the cover itself is just like very bright and has flowers on the bottom, so it just gave me spring vibes, so that's when I'm going to try and read it. And then now the Bridgerton books. I told you guys I've only read the first 2 books, and I think these are technically the next ones in the series, so thought I would pick these up. I actually think that technically it's Penelope and Colin's story, and then Benedict's story, and then this one. I think this is Francesca's story. Oh no, this is Benedict's story. Yeah, it says it right there. Okay, so yeah, these are, I believe, the next ones in the series. Bridgerton just gives me spring vibes, so I thought, why not read them now? Even though I don't think we're getting a Bridgerton season this year. I think it might be next year. But yeah, I'm excited for those. And then also A Court of Mist and Fury. This has been on my TBR for 2 years now. I read the first book 2 years ago and immediately bought the second book, but then I never got to it because it's so thick and huge, and I have started it. I'm only on chapter 4, but I think it's been so long since I read the first one that I'm just like not really into it because I kind of like, I can remember the big moments in the first book, but I just like, it's just taking me a second because it's very much fantasy, but it's like a romantasy. I'm sure you know of this book. It's very popular. So yeah, this is the second book. And everyone also tells me that the story just gets so much better with this one. And I've also had a lot of people tell me that this was either their favorite book in the whole series or their second favorite book. So I'm like, girl, you need to get your butt on that. But next I have Pride and Premeditation by Terza Price. I believe this is a young adult, Harper teen. And this is like a Pride and Prejudice situation. It's a murder mystery. And I'm pretty sure I've showed this to you guys a few times now, and I've been like, I'm going to try to get to it. So this is the last time that I'm telling myself I'm going to get to it, because if not, I'm going to put this on my Pango Books. So you can either purchase it from me, or I might just little free library. I don't know. But yeah, I need to get to this one. And the last book that I have is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I'm so excited for this book. I don't know, it looks really cute, and I believe there's like some spice in here, and it's giving very much romantasy vibes. Honestly, could not tell you what it's about, because when I pick up my books, I like to go into them kind of blind, so I'll just read like the first couple of sentences, and if it sounds like it'd be interesting, I just buy them. Also, I do check the Goodreads like rating, and this one had like a really high rating at the time, like when I checked it. But yeah, also the map on here, I love a good like map or like end paper situation. So I thought I would pick this up, and I've had this for a few months now, so I need to read it. But the green and the gold, I don't know, it just gave me spring vibes. So those are the books that I'm going to try to read this spring. Like I told you guys, I do have more, so we shall see if I actually get to these. But I think that's going to be all for today's video. I'm pretty sure like the first vlog session of this is pretty short, and then the session is probably long because I like to yap. So I am so sorry. Let me know though what kinds of videos you want to see from me in the future. I don't know. I genuinely do not know what content to make, because I feel like sit down videos like these, while I do like them, I also feel like, who even cares what you're saying, Jenny? Like, who's gonna sit there and actually watch this and listen to your thoughts and opinions? So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't make them. And then I'm like, well, maybe I should do vlogs, but then I'm like, I don't want to feel like I always have to be going out and about and like spending, because I'm trying to be in my saving era. Like, that's why I went on like a kind of book ban. So I'm just like trying to be more conscious of like what I buy and like reading what I already have. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me know though what types of videos you want. I was thinking of doing a like read with me for like the week and like every day, just like checking in with you guys, and then kind of mixing that up with like a vlog. Like if I go read at a coffee shop, kind of film there, or if I'm just like reading at home, just film myself reading, and then like maybe talk to you guys a little bit about like the part that I read in the book. I don't love giving away like big plots of what's happening, but maybe if I do that, I can put the book that I'm going to be reading in the title. That way you know beforehand like what book I'm going to read, and then if you don't want spoilers, like if you're wanting to read that book and you haven't read it and you don't want spoilers, maybe just like don't watch that video, or either just skip the parts where I talk about it. Maybe before I start talking about it, I'm gonna be like, okay, skip this part. So I don't know. Let me know though, because I do love making videos and I do love the whole process of editing them, putting them together, filming them. So I do love doing this, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, and I do love making them though. So, and it still makes me happy. So I want to make them because I'm happy, but at the end of the day, I still want them to be watched. So, yeah, I don't know. Just let me know what you think that I should do, or like a video idea that you have that you would like to watch. So, yeah, just I don't know. Let me know. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a beautiful, magical, and wonderful day. And how fitting that the sun just came out right now while I was saying this. Anyways, bye!
파란 하늘에